Welcome back, ladies, to the Grown Women's Table. Ladies, it's your girl Lori. Hey, girl, hey, how y'all doing today? You guys, we have a beautiful guest with us today, and her name is Bridget from Keeping It Simple with Bridget. And you
Hey
guys, I'm
y'all.
gonna allow Bridget to introduce herself and tell you something about her channel.
Okay, so I'm Bridget. My channel name is Keeping It Simple with Bridget. And on my channel, you'll mainly find skincare and makeup. And I do have some other like lifestyle things sprinkled in, but it's mostly skincare and makeup.
Okay, you guys, y'all, I love me some Bridget. I love me some Bridget, you guys. So I'm super duper excited that she agreed to come and sit at the Grown Women's Table, and we're gonna have us a little conversation. Let's talk at the Grown Women's Table. So, you guys, of course, I have some questions for her. We're gonna ask the questions and get all up in her business and stuff. So here we go. All right. Now I'll be looking down because I got the questions down here.
Okay.
Okay. Question number one. Why did you start YouTube? I like to ask everybody that because most people that are YouTubers, people want to know why you started. So why did you start YouTube?
Okay, well, I started back in 2016, and during that time, I was working, and it was a very stressful time for me, and I needed a outlet to just kind of channel all of that, stress that I was going through. So YouTube allowed me to do that. And even before then, I was never really into makeup. I mean, yeah, I would put on red lipstick and probably some eyeliner and mascara, but that was like the main reason because God only knows what would have happened if I didn't have an outlet. So that is like the absolute main reason why I started my channel.
Okay, that's great. Just to have an outlet, that's what's up. Okay, the next thing we want to know is what do you love the most about being an influencer? And I really feel because Bridget will have you buying some stuff, y'all. So she is definitely an influencer. So what do you love the most about being an influencer?
I think well, it's no, I think, but the most part that I love or the thing that really stands out is all the people that I get a chance to meet. Yeah, it's nice to review the makeup and skincare and, mainly talk about, products that I like and things like that. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, when 100 years from now, when I'm on my deathbed, I can look back on YouTube. I'm not going to think about the things that, I wanted you all to buy. I'm going to think about the relationships that I had along the way. So for me, that's what's the most fulfilling because I feel as though I am a people person. I love people. I love to talk to folks. I like to chitter chatter and all of that. And for me, that's what does it. It's like the relationships because that's what I'm going to remember.
Yeah, and you're so right because after we done used all of Natasha Denona, Pat McGrath, I'm gonna remember Bridget. So yeah,
I know,
I
right?
feel that. Yeah. Okay. The next thing we want to know is if you could add something new to your channel, what would it be?
Well, I don't feel as though it's like new per se because here and there I have like sprinkled some of this in it, but I would like to add more lifestyle like clothing, hauls and shoe hauls and things like that. That's what I would like to add, to my channel. I mean, if you go back out of all of the videos that I have under like favorites, you will see where I talk about some shoes here and there or a shirt here and there or something like that. But if I could really add it in, like I have skincare and makeup, on my channel, I would add that to my channel.
I think that would be a good addition to your channel, like because the girl can dress, y'all see
Oh,
her
thank
videos, watch her
you.
videos, and you're gonna see the girl can dress. So that would be a really good addition to the channel. I really think it
Thanks,
would be.
Lori.
Yeah. Okay. Um, the next thing we want to know is, in one word, what is your beauty style and why?
Okay. Well, in my mind, I would like to believe that it's timeless. And I only say that because, when I upload videos, I try to, upload content that will be relevant years down the line. Now, a lot of times that's hard to do because of trends. And as
Right.
a YouTuber, a lot of times we like to do the trendy stuff. That's
Right.
fine.
Mhm.
But I would like to think of it as that,
Mhm.
just something timeless. And I only say that because, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I still want a lot of my content to be relevant to people. So I would say that.
Okay, and I agree with that. Yeah, you want people to be able to come back and be like, oh yeah, I can still rock that eye look. Yeah,
Right, right.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bridget is the queen of skincare ingredients knowledge. So I want to know when and why this the ingredients become so important to you.
Okay, probably when I first started my channel, there was a brand that I found out was being sued because of some ingredients they had in it,
Mhm.
and it really got up under my skin, and it just kind of, I think that would be the driving force of where that all started, because I think that was back in 2016 that I did that video, or it may have been 2017, or was it 2016? I'm not sure, but I think it's so important for us to look at the ingredients, see what we're actually putting on our faces, because a lot of times, and I've said it a million times, we can be allergic, or it could be something that we're not supposed to be using with another product. The list goes on and on. And I just would like for everybody that watches me, when you go out there and you buy your skincare, look at the ingredients, pay attention to what you're putting on your face. And it's important to me, and I think it's relevant. And I guess that's why I want to force it, if you will, on
Right.
everybody else, because I really think it's important. Because it's a lot of stuff out there that we shouldn't be using on our face, and that's all. I just want people to be aware. You don't have to, you know, um, pick a skincare product that I like or anything like that. But at least when you're out there in Sephora or Walgreens or Ulta or wherever,
Mhm.
turn it over and look at it, look and see what's in it. And I think that would be helpful to all of us, at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I so
that's
agree.
what I think.
And I don't never do it, but I need to do it more. Just like
That's just how
I
I do
didn't
it.
do with hair care either. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
the products in your hair. So yeah, it makes so much
Right.
sense. I'm gonna do better. Promise.
Right. Yeah. And
Okay.
it's interesting that you say that too about the hair care products,
Mhm.
because it's a lot of ingredients that my hair gets angry, if I use it in my hair. So, one thing, and again, that just goes with what may work for one person might not necessarily work for you. So it's just kind of good to be aware,
You're
that's why.
absolutely right. You're right. You're right. So now it's time to be nosy, y'all. So Bridget, we want to know how long you've been married and what is some of the best marital advice you've got.
All right. So me and Mike have been married 23 and a half years. It'll be 24 years in July. And probably the number one thing would be don't sweat the small stuff, because, if I could go back and turn the hands of time, and if I could have just applied that, it would have saved me a lot of grief along the way, just kind of unnecessary stuff. Because if you, let's say you did a journal, and you kind of you logged in all the times you got upset with your husband or your partner or whomever, you would look at it, after you had the argument or the disagreement, and you be like, that was small. The second thing would be is to learn to compromise. And sometimes, compromise, well, a lot of times, sometimes it's a lot of times where when you compromise, you're going to come in on the shorter end of the stick.
True.
So you got to be okay with that. So I figure if you're okay with that, compromising, and sometimes you're going to come up with the shorter end of the stick, and you're okay with that, I think that would help you along the way, or it will make that journey, that marriage journey, a little bit more easy. Because I'll be the first one to say marriage takes work, it's really hard. I feel like after all these years, I'm finally, I feel like I'm finally kind of getting it right, because it takes a lot of work,
Yeah.
so. That would be the best advice.
Yeah. It is not the stuff you see on TV, ladies and gentlemen. I
Oh,
promise
right. Yeah. Yeah.
it is not.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is the most romantic thing you've ever done for your hubby?
Well, I don't really think that I'm necessarily a romantic type of lady. I
Mhm.
think that I try to be sexy, as opposed to romantic. As far as like when I say I try to be sexy, what I'll try to do, like let's say my husband's in the kitchen,
Mhm.
eating, okay, I don't know, snacking on something, and I'll pass by and I might wink at him. Or maybe I don't know, just something like that, or send him a flirtatious text. I don't know if that's really romantic, because when I think of romantic, I'm thinking of, going on some romantic trip or a romantic getaway or something like that. So, in the traditional sense, I probably don't have anything but what I just said, so
But
that's
I
it.
mean, and also it's all depends on what is romantic for you and what works for you and your relationship. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's a good point.
So, and a
That's
lot
a
of
good point.
times the men are do the most romantic things, but I just
Right.
switch it around.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So mostly men are the ones being romantic, but girl, keep
Right.
sitting them Texas.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing is if you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
Okay. Probably to I'm gonna keep it simple in this regard, only because I feel like if I dive too deep into it, it would change the course of how my life has ended up. Meaning, how my kids were raised, my kids, my relationship with my parents, things like that. But just to kind of like keep it simple, I would say to be more organized, because I feel as though if I was more organized, I would be able to accomplish more, you
Mhm.
know. So that would be, I guess, that would be the simplest, description or what I would say. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
like if I say something, yeah, I don't know, like let's say go to a different university,
Mhm.
where I graduated from. Well, if I say that, I never would have met my husband, because then if I never met my husband, I wouldn't have my children. And I
Right,
have, so
right,
that's all that I mean,
right.
by that. So
So that would be being more organized would it wouldn't change the life. It would just make the life easier. It would make
right,
it
yeah,
yeah, it would make it,
exactly.
yeah. That makes
Yes, it
sense.
would.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. The next thing is we're gonna dive back into, a little lighter sense.
Okay.
What is your favorite makeup brand?
Natasha Denona.
Natasha Denona. Natasha. Can you tell us why? Why do you like Natasha Denona?
Uh, I like her products, even though, she is a little bit inconsistent, with some of her formula. I just, over the years, I just have enjoyed her products. When I see her, let's say, how they'll say you'll see little specials on YouTube where they show her where she's in a master class, or
Mm,
like how she comes across in her videos.
yeah.
To me, she comes across as a personable person. And I just, those two combinations, I like her products.
Right.
Okay, and she seems like a nice person. Put that together, I like her. But at the end of the day, it's mainly her eyeshadow palettes and things like that. I also like her foundations. And I just like her products. They work well for me. And yeah, again, and I know some people can't stand Natasha Denona. I know that. But that's one of my favorite brands. I mean, that is my favorite brand.
Yeah, yeah. I love the top Denona. Like I'm like you. And even with her formula, I feel like the inconsistency is because she's always in the lab trying to create something better. You know what I mean?
Great point.
Yeah,
Great
I
point.
think
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with it. I
Mhm.
want to say, was her mother a scientist, a chemist, or
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
so
Hmm.
she's used to getting in there cooking up some stuff. So I think that has
Exactly.
something to do with it. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great, great. Okay, now the last question is, what is your favorite movie genre? Did I say that
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Genre?
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Genre, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that would have to be horror. Anybody that knows me knows that I love horror. And the why to me, when you watch a horror flick, you have to watch it late at night in the dark by yourself. Okay, that's like the best time. I love horror flicks. I don't know what it is. I've even tried to kind of diagnose myself a bit and try to figure out why do I like horror flicks so much. But yeah, hands down, it's horror. And I think I have. You name it. Anybody can name any horror flick, and I've probably seen it. And if I haven't seen it, I would be shocked that I haven't seen it. So yeah, it would be horror.
There- There's no way I want. First of all, I don't like stab and kills, so that's what I call horror movies, stab and kills. I can't watch them, especially and you talking about at night in the dark, girl. Never, 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 never. I'm a scary
But see,
cat.
that's like the best when it's like at night in the dark, and especially those jump scares. Because what'll happen, like if something happens and I jump and I'm scared, then I'll do it and then I'll crack up laughing. I'm like, they got me. They got me.
Okay. At the end of all of the interviews, I like to do something fun. And for you, I want to do two things. Two. I'm just gonna do two. Two would you rather. So the first would you, and in case you don't know what a would you rather mean, I'm gonna give you two choices, and you can only pick one. Okay.
Okay.
So the first would you rather is, would you rather not be able to use skincare for a year or not wear lashes for a year?
Lori, that's a hard one.
That's
Oh.
right. That's what it's supposed to
Okay,
be.
lashes, although I'm mad about it. Okay,
You gonna
that
give
was a
up
hard one.
lashes?
Girl, skincare? Oh, I got to have my skincare. Oh no, no, lashes gonna have to wait. But
Oh,
I love lashes. But like if I just had to pick, oh, I would wear skincare. I gotta have a skincare. I have to. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so here's the next one. Would you rather not be able to watch YouTube videos or create YouTube videos for 6 months or not wear makeup at all for 6 months?
These are hard, Lori. Okay, like what about lip gloss? Mascara, that don't count?
No makeup.
Okay.
So are we going bareface it or are we going to be able to watch YouTube and create content?
That means I would have to do my YouTube without makeup. Okay. Uh, okay. I guess it would have to. I would rather not wear makeup. I
Oh,
would rather not make. Yeah. No makeup.
all
Hmm.
right then. Okay. Bridget, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, I did.
And guys, um Bridget's information will be in the description box. Make sure you check out her YouTube channel as well as her Instagram, okay, you guys? And if you have any suggestions on anyone else you would want me to interview, please put that in the comment section as well. But Bridget, I want to first of all say thank you so much for taking your time out to come and sit
Thank you for
down at the
having me.
Grown Women's table. I truly, truly appreciate you. And you guys, when I tell you, if you're not following her, I don't even know where y'all been at, but if you're not, definitely go check her out because she gives you beautiful content. She gives you informative content. Like you're not gonna just see the makeup. You're gonna learn about the makeup. You're gonna get good quality content. Especially, I love your foundation reviews. Like
Oh, thank you.
she gonna show you and put it on and wear it and all that good stuff. So you guys, she's really really a great content creator. So do you
Thank
want to
you.
say anything to the people?
Yeah, thanks, Lori, for having me on your channel. I really appreciate it. I think you are a beautiful person. And if you all think that skincare and makeup is something you'd be interested in, definitely, check out a few of my videos and comment. And I'd love to say hi to you.
Okay, then, you guys. So that is it. That ends the interview at the Grown Women's Table. So to all my new subscribers, I see you and I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, girl, hit that button so that I can save you a seat at the Grown Women's Table. And until the next video, bye bye,
Bye.
ladies.
If you need some advice or looking for an idea, or just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life. Check out Lori's life, yeah, it's Lori's life.